like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's go, let's go! Look at ready to eat. Hey, come on now, come on now.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second and 2, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing is Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Watch QB's up. Here we go.
A first down carry here for Charles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's it. What is it? You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On second down, it's Foster. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played, it was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Play action, it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
From the red zone now, Newton. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Newton on 3rd down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Let's bring it.
To throw is Newton. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? After the run, Newton going to throw. And that is incomplete. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't need to. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Rippling.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's goes Tomlinson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Keep quiet, 64 weak.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Price. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first down, Tomlinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, Mahomes drops this off to Tomlinson, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
First down, Browns.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tomlinson. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's our time. It's our time. Undercrush. 20. Let's go.
They'll run it here with Portis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 50. 30. 20. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is Tomlinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what